me. of the N.E.F Flag Football Good Friday Tournament here in Monarch Park in the east end of Toronto. We got the girls semifinals between Stealth and Team Ontario. We'll be starting up momentarily here as the teams get ready, get their last warm-ups in. Stealth seems to be ready to go. They're talking over their game plan. The coach of Team Ontario gathering his troops. And they're just about ready to go.
Is that good?
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're just tuning in, we have the girls semifinal of the N.E.F Flag Football Good Friday Tournament here in Toronto. It's a matchup between the Stealth and Team Ontario. They're looking to see who gets first possession. And we'll be on our way. Glad you can join us here on our coverage. Some good football being played here so far. They've been playing since early in the morning. So it looks like Stealth is awarded the first possession of the game. After a long wait, about 20 minutes past start time, we're ready to get started here. Stealth getting ready to snap. And we're off. A throw to the outside, quickly pounced on by Team Ontario. It'll be second down. Just about the 5-yard mark from their own 5-yard line. And here's the snap. A long throw into the middle, caught by Stealth. They couldn't make the halfway mark, so it'll be third down, but they're just shy of it, so they will have to throw the ball here. Looking to convert on this third down on their first drive of the game. And here's the snap. Surveying. A nice throw in to the end. The Team Ontario end. It's caught. And they've converted. It's now first down. Critical first possession here. Stealth looking to figure out their options as they run through their playbook. Looks like the line of scrimmage is being adjusted here. Referees making sure they get the call right, letting the team members know what's up. And it looks like it's going to be pushed back behind. They'll redo the last play here, so it looks like it'll be third down again. And it looks like they're just behind the 5-yard mark from the half. And they're ready for the snap. Stealth with possession. Long throw to the middle is this time it's not caught through the fingertips, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Team Ontario will start from their own end, from right to left. So an unsuccessful first drive for Stealth. We'll see how they look to respond. And here's the snap. Going wide with it. Caught, but quickly pounced on by Stealth. A gain of 5. Second down. A pass straight up the middle. It's eluded by Team Ontario. We'll see if they get awarded the extra yardage. And it looks like she's made it just before the half. So third down here with just a few yards to go. Looking to be successful in their third down conversion for the first time. Long throw to the outside is caught, and touchdown, Team Ontario. They take an early 6-0 lead as they convert on their first drive. putting the pressure on Stealth. A quick play there, just about 4 snaps on that drive to convert. Efficient so far. And now they'll look for the extra point. "12-minute halves. We're about halfway through the first. And a quick throw there off the snap, and it's in the end zone for the extra point. So Team Ontario lead this semifinal 7-0 after each team has had one drive. Stealth looking to respond here with their next possession. Trailing here by 1 score. Let's see if they can get off on the right foot here. The snap. Another safe play to the outside is quickly pounced on, but Stealth able to grab an extra yard or 2 before getting their flag snatched. So a similar slant play to the outside that worked the first go around. Works yet again here. They'll look to build off of it this time. It's up to about the 5-yard mark from the Stealth zone end zone. And here we go. Another outside lateral is intercepted by Team Ontario. And just like that, the Stealth drive comes to an end. A quick interception there off a play that was easily telegraphed. I mentioned earlier that's the same play they times, so easily pounced on by Team Ontario, and they'll look to convert, this time starting the drive in the Stealth zone. They go up just before the end zone there for 2nd down. "7-0 Team Ontario. They look to add to their lead after a nifty interception there by the girls for Team Ontario. They line up 2nd down. Here's the snap. Play action. And a nice little throw to the left after cutting to the right is incomplete. 3rd down. They got one more chance to go at this. They'd really like to take advantage of this one. Two-minute warning. Team Ontario taking their time to drop the play, and timeout is called for Team Ontario as it's a crucial play to draw up here. You really need to convert on these chances when you're giving them early here. To go up 2 scores in a semifinal would be huge. So the coach has relayed the message to the players, and they'll look to execute it now. Third down. Last opportunity to convert here. That was given to them off of an interception. Here's the snap. Waiting, looking, and a quick snap of the hands. The throw is accurate and in the end zone for another Team Ontario touchdown. They're up 13-0. So an extra point attempt here to go up 14 at the end of the first half. Lots of space for Team Ontario. They're in the end zone. Not very good coverage, and it's easily converted for a 14-0 lead. So it looks like they'll try and get at least one more snap in before halftime. With about 45 seconds left to go here in the first half, excuse me. And I think they're just gonna let the clock run and start from the top. So the score here at half between Team Ontario and Stealth, 14-0. We'll be back just momentarily with the second half. Welcome back here at the top of the second half. Team Ontario will start again with possession after converting their second scoring play at the end of the first. And the start of their third drive is incomplete. Second down. No yards gained. And here's the snap. A pass that's just off the fingertips by Team Ontario. Sees a different pace here in this second half as Stealth is tightening up here defensively. And here's third down attempt. A running play to try and break through the defense, but quickly pounced on the left side of the field, and that'll give Stealth their first opportunity of the half. 14-0 the score remains. If the Stealth are going to have any chance to work their way back, you'd think it'd have to be on this drive here. They're down by 2 scores. And here's the snap from the Stealth. Outside play again. This time to the left. Incomplete. Just off the fingertips there. Perhaps you'd like to see maybe some slants to the inside. Test the Team Ontario defense and their coverage in the middle. Here's the snap. And this time it's a long throw. And it's intercepted again. Oh, she quickly intercepted it, and she thought her flag was snatched. She had a second or two to run, but didn't realize. Either way, it's Team Ontario with the ball again. This time it's from further back out, just before the halfway mark, so they will have to attempt to get past half to gain some more downs. And it's looking like a total domination from Team Ontario. The snap, a throw to the outside laterally, and they convert here for the first down. About halfway to the Stealth's end zone, just one throw into the drive. Team Ontario looking to completely cement their lead here with about 8:30 left here in the game. And there's a snap, play action, a fake to the left, back over to the right, caught, and the attempt to run in is stopped just short of the end zone, a couple yards shy. So it's second down, and Team Ontario will be forced to throw it on this next play here. So a quick discussion with the coach. Seems to be straightforward as they confidently head back to the line of scrimmage, ready for the snap. Calling the audibles, and she fakes to the right, and it's caught in the left end of the end zone. Touchdown, Team Ontario. And they extend their lead by 3 scores, 20-0. And they'll go for another extra point attempt. They've been nearly perfect, only failing on one drive so far this game. But they sit ahead here comfortably. Let's see if they can go 3 for 3 here on this extra point attempt. And here's the snap. Good. Oh, just missed. Almost had it. We saw a lot of good slants on opposite directions to really open up the middle of the end zone, and just a tad overthrown. Team Ontario doesn't seem to mind. It's a 20-point lead. The Stealth have quite a mountain to climb if they're going to have any chance here at the final. 6:20 left here to go in the game. The snap, play to the outside again, quickly pounced on, a flag on the play. It'll look like it'll be first down again for the Stealth. And some yards gained. Stealth worked their way up halfway off of a flag. And let's see what they can do just a little bit closer to the half. We've seen most of their plays come from their own end zone, so it'd be interesting to see what they draw up the closer they get. And a beautiful one-handed catch from the Stealth. Second down, just shy of the half. Beautiful effort, beautiful throw, but an even better catch, one-handed by the Stealth. Second down here. We haven't seen any running plays from the Stealth, but that'll have to wait for at least one more play, as they're going to throw it here. And let's see what they can do. Here's the snap. Long throw to the right is incomplete. So 3rd down now. But you never know what kind of circumstances will arise later on in the next couple minutes. So if you're the stealth here, you really have to execute and just worry about the task at hand, the play in front of you. Convert on this drive, and maybe, just maybe, you can work yourself some interceptions and come away with a few quick scores, just as Team Ontario did to start the game. And here's the snap, 3rd down. Quick throw up the middle, and they convert. They earn the 1st down for the farthest they've been, the longest drive they've had so far. So 1st down. Another throw to the outside off a slant is complete. So that'll inch them a little bit closer. But short on time with only 3 minutes to spare. Here's the 2nd down. And the snap. A throw to the middle is just loses itself and doesn't find a receiver. They'll have to try again. 3rd down. Looking to score at least one here. Team Ontario looks sharp here this afternoon as they're ready. 3rd down attempt here. A nice throw to the end zone is caught. Touchdown Stealth. They get their score just before the 2-minute warning. And let's see what happens. As I said, you never know what the future holds. Worry about the next play. 20-6, they'll look to convert the extra point, and maybe, just maybe, get a quick interception off, pick 6. But admittedly so, the chances are slim with time not being on their side. Here's the snap for the extra point. To the outside, wide open, but the throw slipped from the fingers of the quarterback, and it sailed over, and that'll do it. They're going to run the clock. So Team Ontario through to the finals here for the girls N.E.F. flag football Good Friday tournament, defeating the Stealth with the final score of 20-6. We'll be back with our other semifinal matchup in just a few moments. Hello everybody and welcome back here at the start of the second semi. And just like that, before I can even get the introduction started, we have a pick six. I didn't even mention the team names yet, but it's EBO versus Rivals. And before I could even mention, the Rivals, the first place team, already with a pick six to start the game. Or excuse me, they did not convert actually, but they did intercept. EBO started with the opening drive, but the first throw of the game was picked off just shy of the end zone. And now here's a dart from the Rivals. And it looks like couldn't get a good view of that one, but it looks like it was converted. Or no, excuse me. It's 7-0. That was the and a false start here from EBO. They'll have to tag up here. No loss of yardage with that, and the snap is fumbled. And not the start you want to see if you're rooting for EBO. Down 7-0 already. A fumble at the snap in their own end zone. No safety, of course, as no one else grabbed the ball, but it's second down, and they're tied in their own end on their second drive now. I know it doesn't seem that way, but a tall task in front of them. Second down. Rivals are the favorite. They're the first seed of this semifinal. And that second down attempt is incomplete. So a third down try with no gain of yardage. Have yet to complete a pass in this semis. And here's the snap. This time a wide open throw is received to the left, but it's not going to be enough to gain the first down. And just like that, the Rivals will start their first drive from their own end, as their last drive was a quick one and done. It wasn't even really considered a drive, if you ask me anyway. So 7-0 here for the Rivals. We broadcasted earlier the EBO co-ed, who had won their final, and a quick throw up the right is complete, just a couple of yards out. Second down here. EBO are going to need to really shut down the favored Rivals here. And a throw to the outside, just at the line, ruled in, but quickly tackled. And it's third down, just about halfway up from their own end. So first third down conversion attempt here. EBO can shut down this attempt and make their way up the field on their next drive. They'll have an easier game to manage, and a throw is complete. They do convert on the third down. And the Rivals will get 4 more attempts here. A great gain of yardage there from the Rivals. Just about a quarter of the way into the EBO side. Rivals snap. Break from their huddle. Ready for the snap. And here it is. A quick throw up to the left is caught. They've basically made their way just shy to the 5-yard mark. They can run if they want. If they're going to make a running play, it'll have to be now. Second down here. Play action. Looking, going for the end zone, and caught for the touchdown. The second score for Rivals, 13-0 here, early on. Halfway through the first. Looking to go 2 for 2 on their extra points. And here's the snap. And almost caught there. The quarterback just flirting with the line of scrimmage. But incomplete anyway, and will keep the score at 13. Lots of time left, still a one half and almost a quarter left. EBO need to make a push here and get on the board. Here's the start of their third drive. There's the snap. Good recovery by the quarterback and a great throw there. Great reception. And I believe that's their first completion, at least in their own end. The last time maybe it's, their second. But their first completion from their own end zone. As the last time around, they got their yardage from a flag on the field. And here's the snap, second down. Again, a throw to the outside is not complete as it fumbled off the fingertips of the EBO receiver. Third down now. Here's the snap. A long throw to the other end. It's just overthrown a tad, and the Rivals, just like that, get the ball again with no points conceded. So as we get our way closer to the 2-minute warning, the Rivals sitting on their 13-0 lead comfortably. And for the Rivals, going in as the first seed here in the semifinal, it's always a little bit more pressure, but on the other hand, it's always more lackadaisical, more relaxed to play up 2 scores. And a nice throw there to the right, and a great run here, almost making it past half for the first down, just shy by a couple of inches, maybe a yard or two. But just like that, the Rivals quickly make their way up the field. And that will draw a conclusion to the first half. So the second half is ready to start. Rivals will start this half with the ball. Unfortunately for them, they lose the gains they made at the end of the last drive, at the end of the first half. They'll start from their own end zone, but so far it doesn't seem to affect them. And here's a long throw. It's nearly caught. She was in all alone. Had she had just made the catch, she had a fair shot at the end zone there in just one throw. It's not the case. It will be second down. But if the Rivals can continue this beautiful execution, they should have no problem coming up the field here. So here they go, lining up again for the snap. Second down. And a short throw this time. It's almost narrowly escaped, but tackled at about the halfway point of their own end. And it'll be third down. Here in Monarch Park Stadium in Toronto, Ontario. Rivals up against EBO 13-0 at the start of the second half in this girls semifinal. And now a throw to the middle is caught. The first down is made, and the Rivals will have another 4 chances to go for the goal. Rivals are the tournament favorite for the girls bracket, the first seed. Play action here, and a quick throw to the right side, and a nice little juke there. Nearly got by, but a great tackle there by EBO. But it won't be enough to stop their gain of yards as the Rivals quickly make their way up the field in a dominant fashion here. Rivals looking to secure their spot in the finals to face Team Ontario. And a nice throw here to the end zone. Touchdown, Rivals again. 19-0. Three scores up. The Rivals are 1 for 2 on extra points, going for their third attempt. And let's see if they can capitalize on this one to further extend their lead and leave the EBO way behind in the rearview mirror. And a throw to the end zone is overthrown. 1 for 3 on the extra point conversions, but it's not going to matter. They'll take it. It's 19-0. Just about 8.5 minutes left in the half. EBO will start from their own end, and the thing with flag football is if you can't make it up in 4 from your own end, it's going to be a long game for you. And the EBO cannot figure out the rivals' defense. Here's the snap. First down. Quickly pressured by the rivals. Handed off, and now a good run here. This is the run they need. EBO showing some life here. If you can get 3 scores in the last 8 minutes or so and convert on the extra points, you never know if the extra point percentage for the rivals can cost them. But they'll do it again here, just past their own 5-yard line. Second down. Rivals doing a great job of pressuring the quarterback early, forcing her into throws she doesn't want to make, and a nice little feint there gives EBO a couple more yards. Third down. There's a little bit of room here to run the ball if they choose to. So far, the running game has been working for the EBO. The most completions and the most yards they've gained on any of their drives so far. Here's the snap, third down. Quickly pressured again. Throw to the middle is caught for the first down. Can't break through though, but they're gonna take it. Their first third down conversion of the afternoon in this semifinal. So the EBO's second first down opportunity in the rivals' end. Looking to get on the scoreboard. A throw for the end zone is overthrown, incomplete. But looks like some space is opening up for EBO. Will time be on their side as just about 5 minutes left in this game? If EBO can get on the board, the extra point would be crucial. But again, whenever you're in a position where you're relying on some interceptions, it's never a place you want to be in. Second down here now. The snap. The route quickly ran in for the end zone and incomplete once again. They're getting closer and closer. A little bit of some words of encouragement for the quarterback, as some pretty good throws there, just no luck on the reception. Third down. They need to convert to fight for their slim chances at the final against Team Ontario. And a Hail Mary in for the end zone is nowhere close. Turnover on downs. And the Rivals will start from their own end once again. Still up 19-0. Got to think they'll run the clock a bit. Take their time. As surely now Rivals can approach this drive comfortably and easily sail their way into the finals here. And a completion almost got through the second defender to make it past the half. But a good tackle by the EBO defense. Second down. With very little room to make a run play, if any, if they want. Rivals dominating the air game right now. Second down. A throw to the right is caught. First down. And the EBO just no response here for this favored side. And a timeout called by the Rivals. With about a minute 45 left to go here in the game. Just about under 2 minutes away from booking their ticket to the N.E.F flag football final here in Toronto, Monarch Park Stadium. Plenty of more action to come. After the women's final, we have the men's final, or the men's knockout bracket. So stay tuned. Here's the snap, second down. Lots of time here. Throwing the ball at the line of scrimmage. It's punched away by EBO, and that'll do it. The refs will run the clock on this one. With the final score, the Rivals 19, the EBO no score. The finals are set here for the girls bracket. It'll be Team Ontario taking on the first place Rivals here in just a few moments. All right, so here in Monarch Park Stadium, we're all set for the girls' final. It's between Team Ontario, this time dressed in black, and the first place rivals staying in their white uniforms. 24 more minutes of action for the girls. It's the finals, after all. The rivals are the favorite. Both teams entering this final with a shutout win, respectively. 20-0 for Team Ontario and 19-0 for the rivals. So should be a good contest here. Some back and forth action expected. Rivals started their game last just a few moments ago in the semis with a pick 6 on the first throw of the game. And this time they're on the defensive side to start the game again. Team Ontario will start with the ball from their own end. Let's see if they can recreate that magic. Team Ontario with a good reception here, and she's still through past half. At the 10-yard mark, finally tackled. A great run there, making her way up 3/4 of the field. So actually almost the opposite start for the rivals, as this time they're forced to play D in their own end here. A very different start here for the rivals. The snap here, first down, is caught at the 5-yard mark. They're contesting. They want a touchdown, but easily spotted by the refs. It's a tackle just shy of the end zone. Second down and goal. So for the first time on this broadcast, we see the rivals put to the test on their heels here. Just a few yards short of their own end zone. Team Ontario looking to apply the pressure. A handoff, rushed into the end zone for the touchdown. Team Ontario converts on their first drive of the game, 6-0. And it only took them about a minute and a half to get on the board. Some great stuff here. They'll have to convert on the extra point. They were 2 for 3 in the semifinal. And look to convert again, and no, just dropped. She was open. She'll want to have that one back, but 6-0 is all they'll have to settle for. Now it's the rivals' turn. And not to be underestimated, that's for sure. An extra point like that can be crucial, as we know the rivals are fully capable of making their way up the field. If they can convert on their extra point, the rivals can see them up ahead after a drive apiece, and the play is completed about halfway up their end of the field. Second down. If the rivals convert and make a score here, Team Ontario might be happy with the fact that the rivals, despite scoring 3 in the semifinal, they were only 1 for 3 on extra point attempts, and that play here on second down is incomplete. applying the pressure for the Rivals to convert here. One more chance at half, maybe more. So the Rivals taking their time. A crucial play here. They are the favorite, first seed. So a shutdown play here by Team Ontario would be huge. All the receivers dart up the field. The throw is overthrown, incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs. Rivals failing to score on their first drive sees Team Ontario preserve their 6-0 lead. Looking for the upset here. Here's the snap. Some slants. A short throw is incomplete. About halfway in their own end. Second down now. Rivals have to shut this Team Ontario offense down. They're exuding confidence right now. And why wouldn't you be? A timeout called by Team Ontario. After that last play was caught, it'll be third down when play resumes. So a quick timeout here. Quickly on back on the field. Third down. With some room to maybe go for a run. They go play action. A throw for the other end is punched away and could not be recovered by Team Ontario. And a huge shutdown play by the Rivals. See themselves back with possession. Only down a score. 6-0 remains the score with about 6 minutes to go here in the half. As expected, some back and forth play going on. Rivals starting their second drive. There's a snap. A short throw is defended easily by Team Ontario. They look like a determined bunch to take down the Giants. So here's the second attempt from their own goal line. Quarterback, good recovery on the snap. A long Hail Mary throw is just short. She was all alone. A big opportunity missed by the Rivals. And just like that, it's third down and pressure is mounting. Fortunately for them, their defense have been up to the task, stopping one of the two Team Ontario drives. So here it is, third down. And a run up from the quarterback, close to the line. The ball was thrown out of play. And once again, Team Ontario keep the Rivals off the scoreboard. And they'll have possession. So I believe a timeout is called again. I think this time by the Rivals. So 6-0 score here in the girls' final of the N.E.F. Good Friday tournament here at Monarch Park Stadium. So glad you can join us wherever you're watching. Three minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. Team Ontario will look to extend their lead. A short throw is bobbled, and they'll have to start again from their own end zone line. Second down. Defenseman from the Rivals overshot the quarterback, quickly sidestepped around and was able to complete the pass just short of the halfway mark. Maybe room to run it for this third down here. Very tight game. One of the tighter games of the day so far. A great finals we have. Team Ontario with the ball, third down, 6-0. And a lateral throw, and she'll make a run, makes it past the half, avoids the second defender, but stays out of bounds to gain the first down. A beautiful sidestep there around the first defenseman. So another 4 tries here. The pass is tipped, but recovered by Team Ontario. A couple of yards gained. Great recovery there from Team Ontario. Some sharp play late in this first half. Just over a minute left to go. A huge score here if they can convert this to go up by 2. A handoff and lots of room to run in. She makes it in easily for the touchdown. 12-0, Team Ontario. And they really have the Rivals on their heels late in this first. This extra point attempt will more than likely be the last play of the half. Very critical for the Rivals to shut this down. If they can make 2 of their own scores in the second half and convert on their extra points, you can easily see them lead, and just like that, the extra point is good. 13-0, Team Ontario at the half. We'll be right back with the second. Oh, look, they'll be able to. Looks like they'll be able to squeak one more play in here. It's going to be a Hail Mary, I'm sure of it, as there isn't much room to make any plays short. Would be huge if they can convert here. And a throw here to the middle. Team Ontario caught respecting the throw. I don't blame them. But the Rivals are stopped, and that'll do it for the half for certain. Team Ontario 13, Rivals no score. start of the second half of this girls N.E.F. final. 13-0. Team Ontario leads as the underdogs. Still lots of time, lots of football to be played. 12 minutes left to go in here in the game. And the rivals will start with the ball. Here's the snap. A nice little slant by the rivals. Gets themselves almost halfway, about a quarter up in their own end. And you can see the difference, the more of a challenge that this Team Ontario team has been for the rivals. Team Ontario executing perfectly. Determined group after the snap, quickly pressured, and it's a sack. Quarterback was pounced on early, records the sack, and it's third down here. So not the start of the second half the rivals wanted or needed. Still time here to make a long throw. The pass is intercepted. Team Ontario going the other way for the touchdown. Team Ontario continuing their dominance here at the start of the second half. It puts them up 3 scores. $19-0. Disastrous start here for the rivals as they... Oh, my apologies. The flag, she was tackled right after intercepting it, so they'll go again here. This time going for a run. Running straight out of bounds. But a decent gain of yardage. It's second and goal for Team Ontario. So once again, I apologize. The last play was not a touchdown. Thought it was a pick six. They had me fooled. Celebrating as they should. Play action. A pass to the right, almost escaping the tackle there, just shy of the end zone. It's third and goal for Team Ontario. Score remains 12-0. Excuse me, 13-0. The snap, serving, a pass to the middle, wide open for the touchdown. And just like that, Team Ontario, make no mistake, first pick six doesn't count. Not a problem for this determined squad, really showing up the favorites here. So this time the score is 19-0, and they'll look to convert their second out of 3 extra point opportunities. And the extra point is more than good, as great deception by the Team Ontario offense. leaves them wide open for the reception, and it's now 20-0. Team Ontario nearly up 3 scores here. Rivals quick to start their drive as the time is not on their side. They need to come up with something here, and the pass is caught, escapes the first defender, but is thwarted just shy of the 5-yard mark of the half. So the run is available to the Rivals. Second down here. Perhaps snapping the ball very quickly can work, and that's caught at the half. We're waiting to see if the first down is awarded. Referees will convene, talk the play over, and it's looking like it's good for a 1st and goal. A huge play there by the Rivals. We see in this drive a change of pace. Perhaps what they need to change the dynamic of this game, with only 5.5 minutes left to go, down almost 3 scores. And a wide open reception there. Beautiful gain of yardage. It's 2nd and goal, just shy of the 5-yard mark. So the Rivals looking to get on the board here. We've seen them in the semifinal come up with some interceptions. Can that play a factor if they score here? Here's the snap, 2nd and goal. A slant to the right is caught. 3rd and goal. Marching their way up the field, but they'll have one chance at this. Has to be a run. Excuse me, a throw. Here's the snap. It's crunch time. They need to make it, and they do. Touchdown, Rivals. A beautiful slant to the left leaves her wide open, and the Rivals are on the board. And you see the quarterback here rushing as time is limited. They huddle to discuss their extra point attempt. 1 for 3 in the semis on extra point attempts. They'll look to convert here to give themselves a chance. Here's the snap. Quickly pressured and dropped. The quarterback got the throw, was able to release it, but the catch was too hard. As you got to give credit to the Team Ontario defense. That's all on the Team Ontario defense and their pressure. So 6 points is all the Rivals will get on that last drive. 20-6 here, with about 3 minutes left to go here in the game. Team Ontario can taste the gold. They elect to run it. A nice little spin move around one defender. Tackle made by the 2nd defender. But a nice little run there. The Rivals not too happy. Visibly frustrated, as coming in as the clear favorite has his challenges, as you are expected to come away with it. But Team Ontario, to their credit, and nearly intercepted. That was the play the Rivals needed that we spoke about. Nearly had it. It was on her fingertips, but dropped. And Team Ontario will have another chance at it. 3rd down here. One more chance to make it past half. Lateral throw. Back to the quarterback. And now a nice throw after beating the defense. Running wide, then cutting into the middle. Makes the first down before being tackled. And just like that, the Rivals are seeing it slip away here. 20-6 score with about a minute 20 left. Likely the last drive of the game. And they elect to run it here. It's right through the middle. Almost escapes it. Trying to duck underneath the tackle. Great effort there. And it's second down. About halfway in the Rivals' end. Clear disappointment from the Rivals. They are not happy with the way this game went. The team that's shining here. Just about defense. Great execution. Good teamwork. This second down, couple lateral throws behind the line of scrimmage. Carried forward, up in the air, and it's overthrown. An interesting play there. 30 seconds in running. One more chance to score here for the Rivals. And a timeout called as they'll draw up a play here. So with about 30 seconds left, maybe less, with a score of 20-6 in favor of Team Ontario. Third down here, they'll look to just wrap it up here smoothly and go home with their much-deserved championship here. Ready for the snap. Surveying, lateral throw, quickly pressured. And a little stumble by the Rivals leaves the end zone wide open, but the pass is incomplete. The game is over. Team Ontario complete the upset, winning 20-6 over the favored Rivals. And just like that, we have a conclusion to the girls' bracket of this N.E.F. Flag Football Good Friday tournament here in Toronto. Once again, final score, Team Ontario 20, Rivals 6, with Team Ontario earning the championship. We'll be back with more with the men's bracket in just a few moments. Hello, everyone. Welcome back on our broadcast of the N.E.F Flag Football Good Friday Tournament here in Toronto. We're almost set to start the men's bracket semi-final matchup between Powerpuff Boys and EBO. So warm-ups concluding. Captains will convene at center field to decide the first possession. EBO with a strong presence in just about every bracket here in this tournament so far. EBO making the finals in the co-ed tournament, losing in the semifinals in the girls tournament, and now here they are in the men's tournament, ready to take on the Powerpuff Boys. Which should begin shortly. Once again, if you're just joining us here on this live stream of the N.E.F Good Friday Football Tournament here in Toronto, we're all set to start the men's semi-final between the Powerpuff Boys and EBO. Powerpuff Boys will start with the ball. Getting ready for the snap. Waiting for the other ref to get ready now. Everyone's in their spots and we're underway. The snap quickly thrown ahead, too hot to handle, and it's an incomplete very early to start the game here. Second down now. A better effort needed, as every possession is crucial. Teams earning just about 3, and an interception here with the second throw of the game. As I was just mentioning, every drive is important here, with teams averaging just about 3 drives each a half. Only 12-minute halves, 2 of them. So wasting away opportunities is not the recipe for success. As we've seen time and time again in this broadcast, teams running out of time as the game goes by quick. And just like that, 2 throws into the first drive for Powerpuff Boys turns into an interception. And now EBO will start from their own end zone for their first drive of the game. Here's the snap. All receivers going in deep, going all the way. Is it caught? Waiting for the referee's ruling on that one. It looked close. It seems to be it is the case. So a huge throw from end to end from EBO's first throw of the game on their first drive. The complete opposite of Powerpuff Boys. They're in trouble now as they're at risk of conceding early here. You never want to be the first team to concede when you have the first drive only 2 minutes in. First and goal. EBO with the snap. A throw to the end zone is caught for the touchdown. 6-0 EBO just under 3 minutes into the game. Oh no, it's ruled out. It looked into me from my vantage point. But the ref saying the EBO receiver stepped out of bounds. Couldn't get both feet in, so it's second and goal here. Here's the snap. Forced to throw. A catch into the end zone. This time it's good. This time it's 6-0 EBO as they convert just 3 throws into their first drive of the game. So a quick conversion there for EBO. Oh, excuse me, it's actually 7-0. I keep getting thrown off here. The extra point is just another throw, so it is 7-0. I heard the ref say second down, so led me to believe that the first throw wasn't good, but extra point and the original touchdown score was good. Now EBO again with an interception. Once again on the second throw of the Powerpuff Boys' drive. Just throwing away opportunities here. My apologies being behind on that one, but a 7-0 lead for EBO. And Powerpuff Boys, both drives end up identical. The same exact Hail Mary throw from end to end, and it's the same result, an EBO interception. And EBO will once again have another crack at it. Only playing defense for 4 snaps. So here's the start of the second drive for EBO. The snap is underway. A long throw. This time it's incomplete. And we're nearly seeing the same game going back and forth on each drive. This time it's incomplete. It's second down. And starts like this is something we've seen often. The game can get away from you pretty quick, especially when you don't even have the ball. Only 4 touches for the Powerpuff Boys in a 7-0 game. Halfway mark of the first half. Second down. There's the snap. Another long throw. Really going for it here. And this time they convert. It's a touchdown for EBO. 13-0. Two snaps for EBO is all it took to go up 2 scores. They'll look to convert their second extra point attempt. if I remember, it's like maximum 3 snaps for each EBO drive. It's just clinical so far. And here's the extra point attempt. A dart thrown into the middle. This time it's incomplete as the ball was thrown into double coverage. And the score will remain 13-0. Powerpuff Boys need to respond here. You have to think that maybe they go for a run. Perhaps a shorter throw, as these long balls have not been working out for them. A quick snap here, picking up the pace, and they do in fact go for the run, but tackled just about halfway to the halfway mark. So finally, on their third drive of the game, Powerpuff Boys finally earn a completion. If at that, it was a run after all. Second snap, second down is a lateral throw. Quickly pressured by 2 quarterbacks and nearly a one-handed interception on once again the second throw. And this is just a great display here from EBO. I mentioned earlier, EBO, most of their teams have made pretty deep runs in just about almost every bracket, if not all. But this time the interception couldn't be made, and it's third down. And now a throw to the right side is complete for the first down. So Powerpuff Boys finally making their way up the field, earning their first down of the game. With just about 3:20 left to spare. Needing to get on the board here to keep this going. I seem to be wrong just about every time here, as I said earlier before the game started. Teams are averaging about 3 possessions a half, and just like that, another sack is earned by EBO. Powerpuff Boys with no response here. Second down. Perhaps they go for a run here, as it worked out for them the first time around with a huge yard gain. Looking like all receivers are making a beeline. They go short. Pass is complete, quickly tackled. And it's third down. Powerpuff Boys need to convert here, as the next EBO possession will likely be the last drive of the half. So EBO looking to keep the clamps on this Powerpuff Boys offense. It's looking like they're lining up again to run straight for the end zone. This time it's a little more forgiving to have that idea, and a throw to the far left side of the end zone is no good, as the throw is way out of bounds. And that'll do it for the Powerpuff Boys drive. EBO possession now, with about just under a minute left in the half. Once again, score is 13-0 for EBO. Looking to see if they can squeeze one last score in here, and why would you doubt them? 4 throws is all it really takes. There's been about 4 or 5 snaps between the 2 EBO possessions. So a timeout being called by Powerpuff Boys as they look to regroup and find an answer for this deadly EBO attack. That's it for the timeout. Just about 40 seconds left to go here. Or actually, it's the start of the second half, as it looked like they ran the clock on the first half there. EBO starting the second half with possession anyway. So they'll look to add on to their lead here. Already up 13 to zip. A very doable task for Powerpuff Boys if they can just maintain this EBO offense. You'd have to think they respect the throw, as they've gone for a lot of long balls, but this time they go short, and a beautiful tackle made as EBO nearly escaped that tackle, and he would have been home free for at least a first down conversion. But instead, it's a second down, just over 5 yards past their end zone. EBO's first second down in a while, as they've just about converted on every first down. EBO relaxed, dancing before the snaps. A lateral throw back, and now the run will be made past the line of scrimmage, and he nearly gets to the halfway mark for the first down, but a great tackle by the Powerpuff Boys defense, and this half is starting a lot better for them. Third down. About 3/4 up from the EBO end zone. Their first third down conversion attempt. We'll see what they can do. It looks like they have room to make a run if they want to. And the receivers will dart up. The quarterback finds the receiver in the middle for the first down, prolonging this EBO drive. Here in Monarch Park Stadium in Toronto. The N.E.F. Flag Football Good Friday Tournament men's semifinal. Here's the snap for the first down. Excuse me. And a long throw is caught. Another receiver eludes the Powerpuff Boys defense, not marked at all, and wide open in the end zone with a chance to have a tea and a biscuit and then make the catch. See EBO up 19-0. Just total domination here. And what's interesting to me is, apart from a few short gains, short throws, there's been plenty of long shots here. Powerpuff Boys can't seem to read, and again, late to the quarterback to pressure, but the job is done as that one's incomplete. Second down. Excuse me, extra point is no good. So the score will remain 19-0 as the Powerpuff Boys will start their fourth drive of the game, still scoreless. With only one third down conversion. A quick pass up, barreling through, finally getting tackled. He got tackled twice. And I can't blame them for at least trying to go even further, as they are down by a wide margin. 19 whole points, nearly 3 scores. So here it is, second down. 7.5 minutes left to go in the half. The play is thrown to the right, caught by Powerpuff Boys for the third down, inching their way closer to the halfway mark. They'll look to convert again on a third down. Here's the snap. Going for the end zone. Here is intercepted once again by EBO. And still running, looking for the pick six. Forced out of bounds. It'll be first and goal for EBO. And EBO just seemed to spend minimal time in their own end, starting nearly every drive in the Powerpuff Boys half. I believe that's 3 out of 4 drives for them that have started first and goal. So here's the snap. Let's see what they can muster up. A good fake of the play action, and they run it right in. Good deception from the EBO. It's another touchdown. Their 4th score of the game. And that one, I'd have to say, completely faking out the Powerpuff Boys defense. EBO ecstatic, making sure that we caught that on camera. Very easily to miss if you're not looking in the right spots. 25-0 now. Going for the extra point. Total domination here in this semifinal. Here's the snap for the extra point. Some slants left and right in the end zone, and the receiver bailed. Couldn't convert. So the score will remain 25-0. And if you're the Powerpuff Boys, you have to think, where do you go from here? The game looks like it's all but lost. At this point, you're really just playing for pride, looking to get a few catches in. But you have to think you're happy with at least 1 point if you can, 1 score. In a huge deficit like this. Here's the snap. Fakes it laterally. Goes again for the second time, and here's the run. Up the middle. Good job getting through the first wall, but the second corner is there to stop Powerpuff Boys. But probably their largest gain of the match. Almost, I'd say, yeah, about 3/4 into their own half. Second down, looking to convert here. He goes lateral, and again the throw, the run that worked the first time, makes it past 1, 2, but not the third. A nifty play there, shifty from the running back there. I would have liked to see them elect to run the ball a little bit sooner. As so far it's worked. Let's see if they can get here. First on goal. Lateral again. He's got the throw, but it's a sack as the pressure on the quarterback came way too quickly. Second and goal. So here's the snap. All the receivers going into the end zone but one. Throw was to the right, off the fingertips, incomplete. So the Powerpuff Boys just looking for one here. Come up short and have one more attempt at the end zone. Here's the snap. A throw into the end zone is tipped and incomplete. Shutting down the Powerpuff Boys, and that'll do it. They run the clock. Final score, EBO 25. No score for the Powerpuff Boys in this complete domination of a semifinal. We'll be back shortly with more coverage of the N.E.F. Flag Football Good Friday Tournament here in Toronto in just a few moments. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the N.E.F. semifinal between EBO. This is the real semifinal, by the way. The first semifinal being played on this field, the second semifinal being played on the field just behind this one, and it's a semifinal matchup between EBO and Blues Clues. Blues Clues with the ball. Second down. And we saw a dominant quarterfinal performance from EBO in our last broadcast about 10-15 minutes ago, which saw EBO with a dominant performance over Powerpuff Boys, winning 25-0. Interesting looking play there by the Blues Clues. Going long for this one into the end zone, just incomplete. That'll be third down now. A lot more deception from the Blues Clues compared to Powerpuff Boys in EBO's last matchup. Third down, here's the snap. With a lead off and a dart up the middle, it's tipped by the EBO defense, and that'll give EBO their first possession of the half. Blues Clues' first drive goes nowhere. So let's see what EBO can do after a cakewalk of a quarterfinal that they had. Their first two drives of last match only required 4 snaps to have 2 scores. Let's see if they can recreate that magic as the Blues Clues defense go to work for the first time. A pass up the right side is incomplete, as it was a great shutdown by Blues Clues. Every man marked there. So they'll draw up another one. Second down, still at their own end zone. Here's the snap. Looking to go long again. We see it work time and time again, but again, no receiver available, as Blues Clues doing a great job shutting down this elite EBO offense for their first drive. We'll see if they maybe go for a run this time around. But so far, looking like a lot tighter matchup compared to EBO's last game on our broadcast. Here's the snap, third down. Looking to go long again. It's just short of the center field line. And that'll do it for the EBO drive there. Blues Clues will have another run at it. Here's the snap. Going right side. completed for a second down, quickly tackled. So the difference so far between these two sides is only a couple of completions for Blues Clues. EBO, judging by their body language on the field, still feeling relaxed. Still a scoreless game after all. Plenty of time to be played. Exactly 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the half. Still no score. Tightest game we've seen so far in our broadcast. And he goes long, and he can't complete the catch in the end zone all alone somehow. Off his fingertips. And that's when he'll want to have back for sure. It's third down. I can't believe he didn't catch that one. As a receiver, you dream of those all alone, and he'll have to shake that one off. Blues Clues now, third down. Trying one more time. Here's the snap. Some options available. Goes deep again, and this time it's intercepted once again. Their third interception on the exact same play for EBO for the second game in a row. So that draws an end to the Blues Clues' second drive. Still scoreless. And that's a momentum carrier for the EBO side. But not without acknowledging the Blues Clues defense, who did a good job shutting down EBO's offense. First down here at the EBO end zone. Here's the snap. This time decides to go short. Looks to feint, gets around 1, 2, and can't get past the third defender at the center field line. And the refs say he's just short of it, so it'll be second down, with the play needing to be a throw. Here's the snap. Going short again. Received and tackled quickly, but it's a first down for EBO. Their first successful first down of the game on their second drive. So EBO gaining a little bit more momentum this time around. Still a scoreless game with only a few minutes left to go here in this opening half. The snap, a pass is darted into the middle, and he's in for the touchdown. EBO up 6-0. They quickly found their footing after a weak first drive. And number 3 for EBO really putting in some work with an interception and a touchdown in just a few moments' time. So here's the extra point attempt for EBO. The snap. Finds a receiver in the end zone, but he couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. So the score remains 6-0. With Blues Clues looking to convert now. Looking to start this snap quickly with only 2.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Here they go. Thrown to the right side, the right touch line. Caught and tackled. for about a 10-yard gain there. And it looks like the refs will bring the line of scrimmage back. Not sure what the overruling was. But safe to presume it's second down. Trying to listen in on the ruling through my headphones. Second snap, second down here. The snap goes long, up in the air. It's deflected by the EBO, and it goes nowhere. EBO couldn't get an interception this time around, but they'll take that. As it's now EBO with possession. So that'll do it for the first half. Score at the halftime is 6 for EBO. Blues Clues, no score. So we're just about ready to start the second half of this semifinal of the N.E.F. Flag Football Good Friday tournament here in Toronto. EBO will start the second half with the ball, up 6-0. Tight game here. We'll see if EBO can pull away here. So far from what we've seen today, 2 scores is enough to really put the pressure on, and that throw is deflected for an incomplete pass. Second down. Here's the snap, second down. The quarterback eludes the pressuring defenseman. He finds his receiver all alone, not marked whatsoever. And just like that, as we saw in the quarterfinal match, 2 throws is all it takes in their drive, and they execute. It's 12-0. Just a clinical performance here. It's hard to believe EBO is not going to be the favorite here of this tournament. Applying the pressure now on Blues Clues. Going for the extra point. 0 for 1 so far. So they'll line up. I expect some slants. They have slants going in either way. Crisscrossing and finds his receiver out on the left side. Couldn't handle it. And they'll go 0 for 2 now on their extra point attempts. Score remains 12-0 as we head into the Blues Clues first drive of the second half. The snap, the short throw, finds his receiver. He eludes two defense. Now 3. No, he's still high. No, he's free. He's gone. Touchdown, Blues Clues. Oh, everyone thought that he had his flag pulled. He took a quick check, saw both flags still on him, and was home free. Didn't look the other way or think twice. And just like that, Blues Clues is on the board on their first throw of their drive. So now Blues Clues will have an extra point attempt, and a very critical one at that, is EBO are 0 for 2. If they can get this extra point and convert on another drive, you could see them have a lead here. So don't count Blues Clues out just yet. Only behind. So the EBO quarterback needs to be protesting something. And I mean, I don't really know what you're protesting. Pretty plain and simple. Maybe guarding the flag. Right in front of me. Didn't look like there was much guarding. Even the Blues Clues. But he took another look and saw both flags on his hips and didn't think twice. You play until the whistle, as they say. And still deciding here what to do. Maybe possible to call is overturned, but not likely. Yep, they rule it a touchdown. So Blues Clues behind by 1 score, looking to convert on this extra point attempt. Fakes it. Now up. Pylon of the end zone. He got a hand on it. Couldn't get the other. So just like that, Blues Clues also fail on their extra point attempt, leaving them behind by 1 score even. 12-6. So here's the snap. Second drive of the half for EBO. Good elusiveness from the quarterback and a reception. He escapes 1, 2, almost the third. He gains the first down. That's ace of EBO. A great response from EBO after a disappointing defensive effort in the last drive there. Great moves by the quarterback to dodge and duck and weave around the pressuring defense, and the presence of mind to snap the ball quickly over to the right side to Ace, number 21 of EBO, who from there deserves a lot of credit. Cut in and almost went by 3 corners. And now another reception here down the middle, just shy of the 5-yard mark, I believe. So they'll have the option to run. if they want. But so far, their throwing game has been on point. May not even need to throw in a run in there. But it's second down here. Second and goal for EBO. 12-6 football game. 5:45 left to go in the second. Here's the snap. Fakes to the left. Throws it over to the right, but intercepted by Blues Clues. He's going to run. And he's tackled at around his own 5-yard line. But a huge interception. And the drama here is quickly unfolding, as EBO's hot start in the first half is quickly dwindling. And the Blues Clues are right back in this game. So the line of scrimmage will actually be brought back closer to the end zone. Oh, actually, I believe the interception wasn't counted. They're calling third down. It's still EBO ball. So just like that, it's 3rd and inches. And a quick throw is dropped. It's a touchdown. There was a flag on the field. They award the touchdown. And EBO, 1 second, you think it's an interception, but EBO find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. To make it 18-6 here in the second half. Not much time left remaining. So they'll look to convert an extra point. They've yet to do so this game. Can really kill the Blues Clues' chances here with an extra point. And a flag on the field. And to much of the Blues Clues' displeasure, they're protesting here. And a timeout. And the captains will discuss with the referee. Extra points still to be played. And they're ready now to line it up. Here's the snap, really high, had to jump for it. Quick throw to the right, and it's good. 19-6, EBO. Around 3 minutes left to go here in the game. Blues Clues need a quick drive here. They need to march forward. Here's the Hail Mary. Going for it into double coverage. Incomplete. Not the start to the drive Blues Clues wanted. After already getting a call against them. Second down. The snap. Surveys. Flag on the field. Caught short. And that'll bring an end to the play. Throwing it past the line of scrimmage. So it'll be third down. They lose yards, basically snapping right at the line of their own end zone. So they'll try it again. The snap goes short again. Received well. Going for the run, stretching left. Going around, spin around, move twice. He's still without... Oh my goodness. His flag is still on. That's twice. A premature whistle causing mayhem. And now the EBO, or drama really unfolding here. EBO accusing Blues Clues of a faulty flag. It's the same player that got away with it the first time. The first time the touchdown counted, and now the referees will really have to explain the reasoning here. Is EBO side not happy with the Blues Clues equipment, and on the other end, you got a Blues Clues team that is arguing they should have a touchdown. And I gotta say, I kind of side with Blues Clues here. I mean, the first one counted. For whatever reason, the second one doesn't. And from what it looks like here, from what I can judge, they're keeping the line of scrimmage before the half here, which means you need a third down conversion to keep this play alive. But you have to think mentally what this effect has on the players of Blues Clues, who feel they've been cheated, and can't say I blame them. So here's the third down attempt. The snap, a fake to the right, looking to go long. He launches it into the end zone, but incomplete as he throws it way over, and that'll do it for the possession. For the football game, final score 19 for EBO after some controversy in this semifinal, and Blues Clues with a score of 6, but a great effort, really keeping EBO on their heels at times. Another way. With a 19-6 victory over Blues Clues. Stay tuned for the final, coming up shortly. Hello everyone and welcome back to our coverage of the N.E.F Flag Football Good Friday Tournament here in Toronto. We're all set for the final. It's EBO taking on the Mud Dogs. EBO with some pretty good performances on the way to the final. Here's the first snap. Mud Dogs with possession. Looks like he didn't complete it. The ruling on the field is he did. It looked like it touched the ground and they're protesting. Either way, the flag is in the hand of the EBO defender and it's second down. Ball has worked its way just before the 5-yard line. Run is available. And here's the snap. The throw to the center field line. It's stopped just beforehand. It'll be third down. Good play on EBO to shut that down as they were inches away from converting that to a first. So now Mud Dogs will have to throw here for a third down conversion. The snap. Quarterback quickly pressured, going in deep, just a tad too far in the end zone. It's incomplete and it's EBO possession. Mud Dogs failing to convert here after upsetting their semifinal. EBO are the favorite. And let's see what kind of start EBO can get here, as they're a very deadly team. Electing to switch quarterbacks here. Captain snapping the ball as the center. They'll run for a lateral. And now it's the usual, the captain shrugging off one defenseman, going cross body to the right for a second down. So about 10 yards gained here on that first throw. Second down for EBO's first drive of the game. And a quick shot at the center field line. He eludes and makes it all the way for the touchdown. 6-0 EBO. Shifty move there by the EBO receiver. Somehow escaping the tackles and then making it all the way on, once again, the second throw of the drive. The fourth time we've seen it in the last 3 games for EBO. An early 6-0 lead here. They have not been able to convert their extra point attempts. Only one of the last 5 or 6. And it's quickly handed in front, backhand, and easily slips through the defense for the extra point. It's 7-0 EBO against the Mud Dogs here in this final. So with 8 minutes left to go here in the first half, Mud Dogs will start their second drive. And the snap. Extra point, no good, so it remains 6-0. So after a second extra point attempt, this time they failed to convert again, and still only in the last 3 games, EBO with 1 extra point converted. And now it's the start of the second. Just on the touchline there on the right side. It's second down. Here's the snap, second down. A dart to the left side, just short of the center field line. It's going to be a third down for the Mud Dogs, but inching their way closer from just about the same spot on their last drive. Last time around they couldn't convert. They'll look to do it the second time. 6-0 for EBO here in the first half with 6 minutes left to go. We're so glad to have you here for the final. If you've been with us from the very beginning. And a handoff, a run up the left side is good for the first down. About 5 yards past the center field line. And the Mud Dogs will have a first and goal. Mud Dogs really taking their time on this huddle to figure out the strong EBO defense. About 3 or 4 interceptions in the last 3 games. Mostly off of long throws. They run a play action and in for the end zone. Incomplete as the Mud Dogs receiver goes crashing into the soccer net there. Second down. So they'll huddle up again and try and conjure something up. As this drive, this possession is crucial if you're going to stand a chance. You do not want to go down 2 scores against EBO. If history tells us anything, your chances are slim to none. And here's a throw. It's caught at the 4-yard line for a third down. They'll have to throw this next one. But just 4 yards away from scoring here to tie everything up in this final. 4 yards away and 3:50 left to go here in the first quarter of the N.E.F. Good Friday Flag Football Tournament men's bracket. Here's the snap. The throw is way wide and incomplete, and that'll do it for the Mud Dogs drive. EBO possession. So a valiant effort there. A much better second drive for the Mud Dogs. But either way, failing to convert. And now a tall task ahead for the Mud Dogs defenses. Like I said earlier, going down 2 scores against EBO is nearly a death sentence. The clear favorite, and a long throw in deep is incomplete as the corner was able to deflect the ball out of bounds. It's second down on the EBO's own end zone. So a good job there by the Mud Dogs here in this final after an upset in the semis. Do they have one more upset in them? Here's the snap. Going short to the left. Is caught but stepped out of bounds by Ace, who is very shifty. We've seen him do some spin around moves in the semifinal. So third down here. And left to go here in the first. The snap, receivers going in deep. He's going for the end zone into double coverage. Nearly intercepted, but bobbled by the Mud Dogs. They'll get possession anyway. But once again, a near miss for the Mud. They find themselves still in this game with about just over a minute. Enough time for maybe one. They'll have to get this going quickly if they want to get one in before. 10 seconds. So just enough time for one more snap here. You got to think they go long. They go short and it touches the ground, incomplete. And that'll do it for the half. Or no, just time for one more. Despite EBO's efforts of getting them to run the clock. EBO making their substitutions. For now, what's like the half. So for Mud Dogs have to go long. Lateral pass, eluding the pressuring defense, and now here comes the throw. In punched away by the EBO corners, and that'll do it for the half. Score is 6 for EBO, 0 for the Mud Dogs. For the second. Hello everyone and welcome back. We're here to start the second and final half of the tournament. The N.E.F. Good Friday football tournament here in Toronto, which sees us with the EBO with 6 points and the Mud Dogs with no score the start of the second half. A nice spin around play off of a handoff by EBO for their first snap of the half, which sees them second down just past their own 5. Here's the snap. A long throw for Ace in all alone, and he gets it. Touchdown EBO. Their second touchdown of the game. It sees them up 11-0. Sorry, 12-0. And how many times in our live stream alone have we seen EBO converting in just 2 throws of their drive? We've seen it time and time again, and the Mud Dogs starting this half even farther behind. Here's the extra point attempt. A quick pass to the outside. It's good. That extra point is good off a beautiful dart of a throw to the right side of the end zone. And it's now 13-0 for EBO. So 1 for 2 on their extra point attempts in this final. Mud Dogs are going to need to respond very quickly if they're going to stand a chance. Going down 2 scores against EBO is not the place you want to be. Nonetheless, the Mud Dogs have to face it. Here's the snap. Going over to the left, it's good. The pass is completed, but quickly tackled by EBO. So second down at the Mud Dogs 10. 13-0 EBO. Here's the snap. A short throw there just shy of the center field line, and don't think he makes the first. Just shy of the center field line. It's 3rd and 1. So here's the 3rd down conversion attempt. It's handed off and first down is awarded, making it just about a quarter of the way into the EBO end of the field. Mud Dogs need to convert on this drive. They're going to stand a chance, but they'll need a big defensive effort. Can be done, as we've seen. The snap is low, recovered by the quarterback, and a quick throw over. He eludes the tackle, spins around, but just short of the end zone as his flag is snatched from his hip. It's 2nd and goal. So the Mud Dogs are in just the right spot, the spot they want to be in. Just a few inches away from the end zone here. They'll need to convert this quickly. Up into the air, and the throw is no good. It's 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. One last try at this. And the pass is no good. It just eludes the receiver's fingertips. And a big shutdown play by EBO to keep the Mud Dogs scoreless. It's still 13-0. EBO covered the ball for their second drive of the half, with just under 6 minutes left to go. On their last drive, can they put this game away? It doesn't seem to be a matter of if, but a matter of how many snaps before the next EBO touchdown. And fakes the handoff, finds his receiver at the left side. It's 2nd down, about 2/3 away from their end zone. We'll see if they can. We'll see if they have room to throw here. It looks like they will. Excuse me, to run. They have the option to run. Would be interesting to see if they throw a little run play. But it also is this also deadly second snap for EBO, as their conversion rate of scoring on the second snap is unreal, and they go for it again. This time it's intercepted by the Mud Dogs. He fights off the EBO receiver, but quickly tackled. But the Mud Dogs regain possession for another fighting chance at this final. So the last drive, EBO were able to convert on their second snap. This time it's an interception. And now the Mud Dogs will have it from about their own 5 to start their drive. Refs are discussing the previous play. Seems to be some sort of miscommunication of the ruling. So we'll see what they say. The EBO captain / quarterback is still out there on the field. We'll see if EBO have another crack at this. Refs telling the Mud Dogs coach the ruling, and it looks like EBO will get the ball back. So the Mud Dogs captain not happy at all with the ruling. The Mud Dogs see their interception overturned. And it's got to be frustrating if you're on the Mud Dogs. Great plays, especially defensive plays, come so far and few between. That when you get one off for your good effort to be overturned, it's definitely a mental battle that you're going to have to overcome if you're going to stand a chance, as time is dwindling. 13-0 for EBO. The pass is good. They make it past center field. Tries to turn around the second defender, but to no avail. But the first down is awarded. So here's another chance for EBO to basically seal the deal here, to come back on 3 scores with only 4:20 left is just unheard of in this tournament so far. There's the throw for the end zone and intercepted once again. This time no yardage gained, but that puts a stop to EBO's drive. And the Mud Dogs with some life once again. Some good mental fortitude there to overcome the overruling of the first interception to come back with another. And let's see if the Mud Dogs can convert on this drive. So here's the snap. Mud Dogs possession, goes short. Tackled at the left touch line, short of the center field line, about 4 or 5 yards away from it. So it's second down. Time and space. He goes for the end zone and touchdown, Mud Dogs. Bobbled by the Mud Dogs receiver. Nearly dropped it. That would have been something. But he's able to hold on for the touchdown. And it's a 13-6 deficit now, as the score is cut in half. Now here's an all-important extra point attempt. This can be crucial. And here's the snap. Goes for it again, and it's the extra point is good. And that'll do it. That's the end of the game. They run the clock. EBO are your winners. That concludes the N.E.F. Good Friday Flag Football Tournament here in Toronto. EBO, final score 13-7. Thank you so much for joining us here on our broadcast on this Good Friday. We hope you enjoyed the coverage, and we hope you got the result you wanted to see. But that'll be us. That'll be it for us tonight. EBO are your N.E.F. champions for 2026. Take care.